I think we've all had ample time to get over the fact that the Astros are now in the American League. So, it's it'll be different, but I don't think it's going to be too strange.
A lot of people here in Houston are really hoping that you're going to sign with the Astros through the DH. Why did Texas rather than Houston?
Well, I mean, there's a number of reasons, and primarily the Astros never made me an offer, so I didn't really have a chance to accept it or not. But I think that there was some genuine interest at a certain level, but the Rangers had a greater interest at a higher level, and it just made more sense for both parties involved for it to work out this way. I mean, it didn't make a whole lot of sense for them to go out and spend a ton of money on a free agent. They had other needs that they would like to have filled, and I think they've done a pretty good job assembling a kind of a cost-effective roster. And for me, this late stage of my career, a chance to contend for another World Series title was important to me, and I think that the Rangers have an opportunity to do that.
What does opening day mean to you?
It's the first step in a long journey. I mean, it's like you're sitting there looking up at the mountain that is the season, and you start to climb.
Talk to me about what it'll take for the rivalry to try and bud between these two organizations and franchises.
Well, I think one of two things. If Bud goes out there and hits the first three guys in the head, that might kickstart the rivalry. Or when both teams get to the point where they're competing for the division title, and and I'm not trying to disparage the Astros, because any team can beat you on any given night. But I think on paper, most prognosticators would have to give us the edge in that department. And I think until the teams get more equitable on the field in terms of the aspirations, when that happens, you'll probably get a pretty good little rivalry.
You make a good point, though. A little bad blood certainly wouldn't hurt.
Well, I mean, I don't really like to play with bad blood involved. I think back to when I was here in Houston, and we had a great rivalry with the Cardinals, and there was mutual respect on both sides, and the games were clean and fun and intense, but it never boiled over into fisticuffs or anything like that. So I'd like to see that kind of rivalry develop between the Rangers and the Astros.
You lived here long enough in Houston to know, though, it doesn't take a whole lot for Houstonians to have disdain for people from North Texas.
That's correct. Yeah, I mean, there's no love lost certainly down here, and I think that will help fuel a rivalry situation as well.